like I'm still on a different app mode. Okay, so check that out. Your app. Make sure it's on the right mode. I don't know what the fuck that means. Okay, so you're getting messages. The Knight of Swords. You're receiving messages. There's a bunch of messages being sent. I get the Nine of Wands right here. There's a lot of messages that are being sent through. Okay, or you could be getting a lot of messages because if everyone's wishing you happy birthday, you're going to have an overload of happy birthdays. It might like back up your account a little bit. And the fact that I'm seeing a lot of glitter and stuff like that, something seems very fascinating. It could be an eye catcher. Alright, someone worked really hard for this. You're receiving a lot of messages from a certain individual. You're receiving the messages. And then I get the Five of Swords reversed. Okay, so they were nice at first and now they're being mean. Okay. Can I tell you something that I see? You're not going to like what I'm about to say. I feel like someone shut off your notifications for a certain app and people are sending you messages but you can't see it. Sorry about that. Okay, just like I said, there was an overload of messages. Someone's starting to get pissed off. Someone got extremely offended or something about not receiving messages or something like that. Either you did or they did. I can't explain fully to the story to this extent. Someone went on someone's app and they turned off all the notifications, or so somebody could be left alone. They turned off the phone. They put it on airplane mode. There you go. Someone put something on airplane mode and they can't receive any of the messages that people are sending to them because it's saying that the phone is off. If you're feeling some kind of way, you need to... Someone was in your phone. And this is a real hater-ass move. I hear somebody explaining themselves like, oh, I just wanted to have time with you by ourselves or whatever. There's the Fool card and there's the Nine of Cups. Yeah, but I was expecting phone calls. I was expecting to do something. Like, I got news that something really bad happened to someone. And I didn't know about it because my phone was turned off. I don't know. I will tell you what, I really hope this is not someone doing this to you or you're not doing this to somebody else, because I get the Tower card and okay, also please don't turn off your phone. Keep your phone on. Okay? Just for this weekend. There's the Devil card. And then there's God. There's the Tower, there's the Devil, and then there's God. I also feel like somebody's trying to break somebody up. The Two of Swords right here. You guys can't be together, or you can't walk in the same path. The Two of Swords, I just feel like what I see from this. You see that? One or the other. Tower card. And then there's judgment and the chariot. Then there's love. This is like a doctor. This is like a police officer. This is someone that they have to have their phone on because the devil or whatever, darkness really exists. And they have to be available to answer the phone if something is happening. And someone decided to turn somebody's phone off. And I get it if somebody just wants time by themselves, but this person, they have an obligation. If they are like in law enforcement or something like that, they cannot not know what's going on. Especially if they're like the top boss or something like that, they need to be able to know certain things. It is very disrespectful to do this to someone. Because if they promise protection on someone, and I don't know, it's like saving the world. You're going to go dancing before you save the world, that type of shit. Or you're going to go to the club instead of heading to the hospital because so-and-so is sick or something like that. A surgery, something very major. I don't know. And my ear is itchy. Like someone's like, no one has called me all day. What's going on? And I feel like someone turns on and off their phone, and that's when they realize they were on airplane mode, and they're like, how did I get on airplane mode? I never put it to that. And guess who was with you before that? Because I believe that you can still be able to do that. You just get to the... Okay, all I'm saying is that you can't do that without having to do face recognition or having a password. Who was with you last? Look, who was with you last? And they're like looking at your cell phone. Someone is, they're always going to put their duties before being on some bullshit. All I know is that there's a hater near you. If it's your birthday and you notice that you're not receiving anything, you need to make sure you're off of airplane mode. And just double check all your apps, because I feel like someone went into your phone, specifically your phone, to turn off these notifications so you can't hear a happy birthday from everybody. Or you can't go to work, or something like that. Something amongst that line. So, you might be tripping out because you never thought that someone would disrespect you like that. And I find it disrespectful, even if it's your significant other. That is not okay to do that to anybody. There's no reason to be jealous like that. It was a very selfish moment. You could love somebody, but... especially if this person does a public service, like they're a doctor or something like that, like, and they want you to go dancing instead of saving a life or something like that. Someone's trying to get pregnant too. They just want you buying them roses. And the truth is that the world is full of dark places, dark people. You could be like a bodyguard for someone. What is it called? There's a certain word for this. When someone seeks protection, like someone's under witness protection or something like that, and you're supposed to be watching this person. You're supposed to keep an eye on them because their life is in danger. And somebody here, someone's going to try to tempt somebody to go out. Just pay attention to your phone. Because, look, they're trying to It's almost like they're you're waiting on a callback for a job interview or some bullshit. And someone decides that they would rather not have you have a position of power, so this is what they're going to do. They'd rather go out and be bullshitting instead of, this is your future, dude. I don't know. Make sure you keep your phone on. Just make sure you keep your phone on. I'm sorry I couldn't give you a better reading. I feel like I have to give you that message. Make sure that your phone isn't on Bluetooth. Not Bluetooth, but airplane mode. If you go on your phone and you find that shit on airplane mode, I promise you somebody that obviously it's got to be your significant other. Someone you're sleeping with. I don't know. But if you miss this important thing, it might determine where you're going to be for the rest of your life. And if it's something that you really want, you'll find out in time. Okay? That's all I know. Just this weekend. Just this weekend. If you watch this in 10 years from now, it has to be specifically this weekend. Well, I don't know. Actually, I don't know how this shit works sometimes. So, yeah. Because if this person gets killed, Doug, if you are like a secret agent or something like that, do you know what kind of shit is going to be placed upon you? I just hope that you're not chasing pussy when you should be protecting someone. Their life depends on you. That's all I'm saying. And if anybody ever does some slick shit like that, that's not your friend. They truly don't love you. And they don't understand that there's very serious consequences behind these kinds of things. A moment of pleasure versus to a lifetime of happiness. I'm just saying.